Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi ta'ala wabarakatuh. So today we learn about absolute value and inequalities. Okay, so before this you learn the absolute value. Okay, so if you have modulus of -3, the answer is 3. Okay, so yang negatif akan jadi positif. So modulus of 3, the answer is 3. Modulus -2, the answer is 2. Modulus 2, the answer is 2. Okay. So apa yang korang faham sebelum ni, absolute value ni dia akan mengubahkan negatif jadi positif. Okay, so sebenarnya cara pengiraan dia macam ni. Okay. So we have this one, modulus A equal to A if A greater than 0, and modulus A equal to 0 if A equal to 0, and modulus A equal to negative A if A less than 0. Apa ni sebanyak sangat? 1, 2, 3. Macam mana nak guna? Okay, so kita tengok kat sini. Let's say modulus -3. Okay, so sekarang ni adalah A. Okay, so -3 ni adalah A. So kita tengok -3. So -3 is less than 0. So therefore to calculate the answer we use negative A. So negative A, which is A is -3. Okay, so the answer is 3. Okay, so another example, modulus of 3 equal to, okay, so now A is 3. So 3 is greater than 0. So therefore for this one we use formula number 1, which is A. So the answer is 3. Okay, so modulus 0. Okay, so modulus 0, okay, so now A is 0, A equal to 0, so the answer is just 0. Okay, or you can use method number 2, which is modulus A equal to square root A square. So modulus 3 is equal to square root of 3 square, which is equal to square root 9, which is equal to 3. Okay, so macam mana kita nak gunakan metod-metod ni untuk selesaikan masalah absolute value. Okay, so for example, solve x minus 5 equal to 2. Okay, so sebelum ni, before this, okay, tengok yang tadi tu. So modulus 3 equal to 3. And modulus negative 3 is equal to 3. Okay, so kita tengok kita ada dua nombor 3 dan negatif 3 yang akan berkongsi satu jawapan yang sama. Okay, so therefore if you have question modulus A equal to 3, okay, so you can solve A is equal to 3 or A equal to negative 3. Okay, so therefore for this question, so you can have x minus 5 equal to 2 or x minus 5 equal to negative 2. Okay, so next solve for x. So you have x equal to 2 plus 5, which is equal to 7, and x equal to negative 2 plus 5, which is equal to 3. Okay, so jawapan dia ada 2. Okay, another example, contoh yang lain. Okay, so find the values of x if 2x minus 1 equal to modulus x minus 5. Okay, so sekarang ni kita ada absolute value dekat dua-dua belah. Okay, so for this one, okay, awak boleh buka macam ni. So 2x minus 1 equal to negative x minus 5, or 2x minus 1 equal to x minus 5. Okay, so satu negatif, satu positif. Okay, so semua ni jangan letak bracket. Jangan lupa letak bracket. Sebabnya negatif ni kita perlu kembangkan ke dalam dia untuk semua sekali. Okay. So next we have 2x minus 1 equal to negative x plus 5. And then 2x plus x equal to 5 plus 1. So 3x equal to 6. So x equal to 6 divided by 3, which is equal to 2. Okay, so another one. So you have 2x minus 1 to x minus 5. So 2x minus x is equal to negative 5 plus 1. So x is equal to negative 4. Okay. Or for this one, so you can use method number 2. Okay. So kita tengok try method number 2. So macam mana? Okay, so method number 2 tadi apa definition dia? Modulus A is equal to square root of A square. Okay, so kita letak dekat dua-dua ni modulus ni. So we have square root of 2x minus 1 square is equal to square root of x minus 5 square. Okay, so next, taking square root on both side. So bukan square root, taking square on both side. Okay, so kita letak kuasa 2 dekat dua-dua belah. Bersamaan dengan okay, so square root and square cancel. So this one also same. So you only have 2x minus 1 square is equal to x minus 5 square. Okay, so next expand power of 2. So you have 2x square, which is 4x square. And then negative 1 times 2 times 2x. So you have negative 4x. And positive 1 square negative 1 square is positive 1. Okay, so next x square is x square, and then negative 5 times 2 negative 10 times x negative 10 x. Negative 5 square is positive 25. Okay, so ni cara laju lah. Kalau tak reti kenalah expand satu-satu. Okay, so kenalah buat 2x minus 1 times 2x minus 1. So kena buat macam ni. Okay. Okay, so next simplify. So you will have 4x square minus x square minus 4x plus 10x and then plus 1 minus 25, which is equal to 0. So you have 3x square plus 6x minus 24 equal to 0. Okay, so kalau kita tengok ni sifar 3, ni sifar 3 dan ni pun sifar 3. So kecilkan, so you will have divide by 3. So x square plus 2x minus 8 equal to 0. Okay, and then factorize. Okay, so factorize, you will have x plus 4 times by x minus 2, which is equal to 0. Okay, so next selesaikan. So you will have x plus 4 equal to 0. So x equal to negative 4, and another one x minus 2 equal to 0. So x is equal to 2. Okay, sama tak jawapan dia? Kenapa tak sama? Tak. Tadi dah padam dah hilang dah. Saya tak ingat lah tadi jawapan dia apa. Okay, so next example. Okay, so determine the possible values of x. Tak nampak ah. Okay, so determine the possible values of x if modulus x plus 1 equal to root x plus 3. Okay. So yang ni method yang pertama. So you will have x plus 1 equal to square root x plus 3, or x plus 1 equal to negative square root x plus 3. Okay. So next, apa yang kita nak pindah? So pindah dulu ni square root. Okay, so square root pindah ke sebelah, kita akan dapat x plus 1 square is equal to x plus 3. So next expand, so you will have x square, that positive 1 times 2 times x positive 2x, positive 1 square, so positive 1 equal to x plus 3. Okay, so next x square plus 2x minus x plus 1 minus 3 equal to 0. Okay, so x square plus 2x minus 1 is x, positive 1 minus 3 is minus 2 equal to 0. And then factorize, so you will have x plus 2x minus 1, which is equal to 0. So you will have the answer x plus 2 equal to 0 implies x equal to negative 2 and x minus 1 equal to 0. So you will have x equal to 1. Okay, so for another one, so this one, okay, so you bring negative first. Okay, so tak boleh bawa square root dulu. Kenapa? Tengok ni negatif ni apply untuk semua. Square root x tambah 3. So bolehlah pindah negatif. Tapi kalau pindah square root, macam mana? Square root ni hanyalah untuk x tambah 3. So nampak negatif ni kat luar, dia tak ada dalam kotak yang saya kotakkan ni. So tak boleh nak pindah square root dulu. Okay, so bermaksud kat sini, so you need to move this negative first. Okay, so you will have negative x plus 1, actually here times. Okay, so times, so you have x plus 1 divided by negative, so you just consider negative 1 is equal to square root x plus 3. Okay, so next x divided by negative 1, negative x, positive 1 divided by negative 1, negative 1, which is equal to square root of x plus 3. Okay, so next move square root, so you will have negative x minus negative 1 square is equal to x plus 3. Okay, so expand negative x square 2 times negative 1 times 2 negative 2, negative 2 times negative x positive 2x, so negative 1 square positive 1, which is equal to x plus 3. Okay, so next x square plus 2x minus x plus 1 equal minus 3 equal to 0. Okay, so simplify, you will have x square plus x minus 2 equal to 0. Okay, so this one same with this one, so sama. So since it is same, so no need to do it again. So the answer just this one. Okay. Okay, so how about method number 2? Okay, so method number 2, just now you have modulus a equal to square root of a squared. Okay, so modulus, okay, so put the definition, so you will have square root of x plus 1 square, which is equal to square root x plus 3, and then taking square on both sides, so you will have x plus 1 square, okay, square is equal to square root x plus 3 square. Okay? So square root and square cancel. Square root and square cancel. So you have x plus 1 square is equal to x plus 3. So expand. So you will have x square plus 2x plus 1 equal to x plus 3. Okay, so you will have x square 2x minus x plus x plus 1 minus 3. Okay, so pindah ke kiri. So plus 1 minus 3 minus 2 equal to 0. And then factorize. So jawapan dia sama macam tadi. Okay, so you have x plus 2 equal to 0, x equal to negative 2, and x minus 1 equal to 0, x is equal to 1. Okay. So next, seterusnya. Jadi itu absolute value berkaitan dengan sama dengan. Okay, sama dengan. Okay, so sekarang berkaitan dengan inequalities. Okay, so ketaksamaan. Okay, so absolute value inequalities. So sama, kita ada method 1 and method 2. So method 2 macam tadi lah, ada square root and square. Okay, so for method 1 we have two case. Kita ada dua case. Okay, sebab inequalities ni dia ada dua benda, satu lagi kecil, satu lagi besar. Okay, okay, so case 1 for smaller than or smaller than and equal to. Okay, okay, so if smaller than, so you can calculate the answer for this one like this. Okay, so kita ada satu sahaja, negative a less than x less than a. Okay, so for example, modulus a less than 2. Okay, okay, so ni lagi kecil. So lagi kecil, jawapan dia ada satu je. So jawapan dia ada satu je. So you can open a less than 2 and greater than negative 2. Okay, so same goes for the less than or equal to. Okay, sama je. Okay, so for case 2, so dia lagi besar, more than or more than and equal to. Okay, so for more than dia lagi besar, so jawapan dia lagi banyak lah. So the answer have 2. Okay, so x greater than a or x less than negative a. Okay, so for example, modulus b greater than or equal to 3. Okay, so lagi besar. So jawapan dia must be have two answer. So b greater than or equal to 3 or b less than or equal to negative 3. So satu positif, satu negatif. Okay, so contoh. Okay, contoh. Okay, so modulus 2 minus 3x less than 5. Okay, so this one less than, lagi kecil. So jawapan dia ada 1. Okay, so satu jawapan. So meaning that you open the modulus. So you have 2 minus 3x less than 5 and greater than negative 5. Okay, or negative 5 less than 2 minus 3x less than 5. And then selesaikan. Okay, so pindah mana dulu? So kita pindah 2. Okay, so 2 because we have two side, this one and this one. So this one you bring to the left and you bring to the right. So ada dua-dua belah ni. So kiri, tengah, kanan. Okay, so 2 ni kena pindah sebab 2 ni kat tengah. So kena pindah pergi ke kiri 1 dan pergi ke kanan 1. So you will have negative 5 minus 2 less than negative 3x and less than 5 minus by 2. So you will have negative 7 less than negative 3x less than 3. Okay, so next. Okay, so negative 3. So negative 3 times by x. So bring to the left and right. So times become divide. Okay, so darab jadi bahagi. Okay, so since divide by negative 3, which is negative number, so what will happen to the symbol? So you need to change the symbol. So negative 7 over negative 3, so less than become greater than x, and here less than become greater than 3 over negative 3. Okay, so therefore you will have the answer negative 7 over negative 3, which is 7 over 3 not less than, greater than x, and greater than 3 over negative 3 is negative 1. Okay, so kita tengok ni negatif 1. Okay, so negatif 1, 7/3, negatif 1 lagi kecil. So biasa yang kecil sebelah kiri. Okay, so terbalikkan persamaan ni. So you will have negative 1 less than x less than 7 over 3. Okay, so this is the answer. Okay, so this one method number 1. So how about method number 2? Okay. So kita guna method number 2. Okay, so method number 2, so you will have 2. Okay, so just now method number 2 is modulus A. Okay, so less than or equal to saya pun lupa tadi. Okay. Okay, so method number 2. Sekejap, sorry, pening sikit nak buat apa. Okay, so method number 2, so we have modulus A equal to square root of A square. Okay, so ni equal lah, tapi kat sini less than. So less than tak apalah, kita ubah equal to kepada less than. So only this one modulus. So using this definition, so you will have square root of 2 minus 3x square less than 5, and then taking power of 2 on both sides, so you will have 2 minus 3x square, and then we square equal to 5 square. Okay, so square root and square cancel, so you will have 2 minus 3x square less than 5 square, which is 25. Okay, so expand this one. 2 square is 4. 2 times 2, 4. 4 times negative 3x, negative 12x. And then negative 3x square, so positive 9x square less than 25. Okay, so next simplify. So you will have 9x square minus 12x plus 4. Okay, so 25 bring to the left. So you will have minus 25, which is less than 0. So you will have 9x square minus 12x minus 21 less than 0. Okay, so 9 sifar 3, 12 also sifar 3, and 21 also sifar 3. Okay, 0 ni tak apa. So all of this one we divide with 3. Okay, so 9 divided by 3, so 3x square. 12 divided by 3, 4x. 21 divided by 3, 7 less than 0. Okay, so next factorize. So factorize, you have 3x x less than 0. So apa kita nak letak kat sini? So we put, so here negative 7 and here is positive 1. Okay, so korang guna je lah calculator. Okay, okay, so 3x, so in this form, so you need to do what? So you need to do interval table. Okay, so tak muat pula ni. Muat ke tak muat ni? Kat bawah ada space lagi tak? Tak ada. Boleh ikut kita pinjam dulu lah untuk soalan nombor 2 ni. Okay, so space dia. Okay, so first find the critical value. Okay, so critical value, so we have 3x minus 7 equal to 0. So x is equal to 7 over 3. And x plus 1 equal to 0. So x is equal to negative 1. Okay, so sambung bawah ni. Okay, so draw interval table. So we have 7 over 3 and negative 1. So here negative 1 and here is 7 over 3. Okay, so choose any value before negative 1, which is negative 2. So between this one, let's say 0. And after 7 over 3, so 7 over 3 actually 2 point something. So ambil lah 4. Okay, so you have 3x minus 7 and x plus 1. Okay, so substitute each of these test value inside 3x minus 7 and x plus 1 and take the symbol. Okay, so negative 2 times 3 negative 6 minus 7 negative. Negative 2 plus 1 negative 1 negative. Okay, 0 0 0 minus 7 negative. Then 0 0 plus 1 positive. 4 4 times 3 12. 12 minus 7 positive. Then 4 4 plus 1 5 positive. Okay, so the relation of this one is, this two is multiplication. Okay, so darabkan. So negative times by negative, so we have positive. Negative times positive, we have negative. And positive times positive, we have positive. Okay, so the answer we need negative. Okay, so we need negative, which is less than 0. Okay, so the answer kat tengah-tengah ni. Okay, so you will have negative 1 less than x less than 7 over 3. Jawapan dia tadi kita nak dalam bentuk number line. Saya lupa yang pertama tadi. Okay, so real number line. So put here negative 1 and here 7 over 3. So x kat tengah-tengah ni lah. So kat sini. So here less than, there is no equal, so use circle. And also at 7 over 3 there is no equal, so we use circle. And then connecting these two circle. Okay, so ni. So yang tadi, yang pertama tadi tu kena betulkan. So this one. Okay, so this one. So negative 1 and 7 over 3. Okay, so x kat tengah-tengah, at the middle between negative 1 and 7 over 3. Okay, so circle because there is no equal sign. And 7 over 3 also circle. Okay. Okay, so next another example. Berapa lagi example ni? 2 3. Okay, so second example. Okay, so determine the possible values of p if 6 minus 2p minus 5 is less than 4. Okay, so 6 minus 2p minus 5 less than 4. Okay, so kat sini ada 6 and negative 1. Okay, so this one you need to move first. Okay, sebabnya kalau nak selesaikan, cuba tengok tadi form dia macam mana bentuk dia. So only modulus and less than, modulus greater than, modulus greater than or equal, modulus less than or equal. Okay, so yang example yang pertama tadi pun modulus less than 5. Okay, so yang ni pun sama lah, kena buat dalam bentuk macam tu. Okay, so korang kena pindah dulu 6. Okay, so 6 bring to the right, so you have negative modulus 2p minus 5 less than 4 minus 6, which is negative 2. Okay, so this one negative times by modulus this one. Okay, so pindah pergi ke sebelah. So you will have, it become divide. So you will have 2p minus 5. So since divide by negative number, so we change the symbol. Negative 2 divided by negative 1. So you have 2p minus 5 greater than 2. Okay. So now this one greater than. So bila greater than, dia masuk case nombor 2. So lagi besar. Jawapan dia lebih daripada 1. Okay, so ada 2 jawapan. Okay, so open the modulus. So you will have 2p minus 5 greater than 2, or okay, so or 2p minus 5 less than negative 2. Okay, so solve each of this one. So you will have 2p greater than 2 plus 5, which is 7, and p greater than 7 over 2. Okay, and another one, so you solve this one. So you have 2p less than negative 2 plus 5. So you have 2p less than 3 and p less than 3 over 2. Okay, so ni kat sini dia tak minta lah dalam bentuk interval ke notation ataupun number line. Okay, so bagi jawapan dalam bentuk apa-apa. So dah ada yang ni pun dah cukup lah. Okay, so cuma bagi tahu kat bawah ni, combinekan dua ni. So p 3 over 7, 3 over 2 ni lagi kecil, so letak sebelah sini lah, belah kiri. So p less than 3 over 2, and or we use union p greater than 7 over 2. Okay, so amalkan yang kecil sebelah kiri, yang besar belah kanan. Okay, okay, so this one method number 1. So method number 2, so saya ambil yang ni je lah kita bawa untuk method number 2. Sebab dia sama, step yang awal ni sama je untuk method number 2. Okay, so you will have modulus 2p minus 5 greater than 2. Okay, so this one, put it the definition. So square root of 2p minus 5 square greater than 2. And then taking square on both sides, so you will have square root 2p minus 5 square greater than 2 square. Okay, so square root and square cancel, so you will have 2p minus 5 square greater than 4. Next, expand 2p power of 2, 4p power of 2, negative 5 times 2 negative 10 times 2 negative 20p minus negative 5 power of 2 positive 25, and then 4 bring to the left minus 4 greater than 0. So you will have 4p square minus 20p plus 21 greater than 0. Okay, so yang ni tak boleh nak kecilkan lah. So sebab 4, 20 dan 21. 4 tu CP4 lah, 20 pun CP4, tapi 21 bukan CP4, so tak boleh nak kecilkan. Okay, so next factorize lah. Okay, so factorize, you will have 2p minus 7 and 2p minus 3 greater than 0. Okay, so this one quadratic inequality, so we need to draw an interval table. So critical value first. Saya lupa nak buat critical value. Okay, so critical value. Okay, so critical value, so we have 2p minus 7 equal to 0. So p equal to 7 over 2, and 2p minus 3 equal to 0, so p equal to 3 over 2. Okay, so you will have this one interval. Okay, so here is 3/2 and here is 7/2. Okay, so choose any value. So before 3/2, so choose 0. So between 3/2 and 7/2, okay, so 3/2 is 1.5, 7/2 is 3.5. So choose here 2, and after 7/2, let's say 5. Okay, so you have 2p minus 7 and 2p minus 3. Okay. Substitute each test value into these two to obtain symbol. Okay, 0, so 2 times 0, 0 minus 7, negative. Okay, so 2p times 0, 0 minus 3, negative. And 2 times 2 is 4, 4 minus 7, negative 3. 2 times 2, 4, 4 minus 3, positive 1. 5, 5 minus 2, 10, 10 minus 7, positive. Okay, so 10 tolak 7, 10 lagi besar, 7 kecil, so dia akan dapat positif. Okay, so next 5 times 2, 10, 10 minus 3, positif. Okay, so between these two is multiplication, so darab. So negative times by negative, positive. Negative times positive, negative. Positive times positive, positive. So we need greater than 0. So greater than 0 is positive. Okay. So therefore the answer, the left side of 3/2 and right side of 7/2. So we have the answer P less than 3/2 union P greater than 7/2. Dah siap. Okay, so next, contoh seterusnya. Okay, so the possible values of x if modulus 3x less than or equal to 2x plus 5. Okay, so yang ni dua-dua belah ada modulus. Okay, so bila dua-dua belah ada modulus, method yang kedua sahaja yang boleh digunakan pakai. So method yang pertama tak boleh. Okay, so apply second method. So we have square root of 3x squared less than or equal to square root of 2x plus 5 square. Okay, so next, taking square on both side. Okay, so boleh je buat macam ni. Okay, so square root and square cancel, square root and square cancel. So you have 3x square less than or equal to 2x plus 5 square. And then expand power. So 3x square. Okay, so 3x square is 9x square less than or equal to, so 2x square, 4x square. And then positive 5 times 2 positive 10 times 2x positive 20x. Then positive 5 square is positive 25. Okay, so next, simplify. So you will have 9x square minus 4x square less than or equal to, no. Tak habis lagi pindah. Okay, so minus 20x minus 25 is equal pula. Less than or equal to 0. Okay, so you will have 9 minus 4, 5 square minus 20x minus 25 less than or equal to 0. Okay, so ni multiplication of 5, multiplication of 5, also multiplication of 5. So 0, so multiplication of 5. Okay, so actually 0 is multiplication of any number. Okay, so divide by 5. 5 divided by 5, x square minus 20 divided by 5, 4x negative 25 divided by 5 minus 5. So less than or equal 0 divided by 5 0. Okay. So next, factorize. So factorize, you will have x minus 5 and x plus 1 less than or equal to 0. Okay, so next, find the critical value, because this one is from the absolute values inequalities berubah menjadi quadratic inequalities. Okay, so find the critical value. Okay, so critical value, so we have x minus 5 equal to 0, so x equal to 5, and x plus 1 equal to 0, x equal to negative 1. Okay, so next, draw the interval table. Okay, so draw an interval table. So here negative 1 and here is 5. Okay. So we have 2, which is x minus 5 and x plus 1. Okay, so here is so before negative 1, choose any value. Negative 2, between negative 1, 5, so let's say 0, after 5, 6. Okay. Okay, so substitute each of this one into x minus 5 and x plus 1 to obtain the symbol. So negative 2 minus 5, negative. Negative 2 plus 1, negative 1, negative. 0, 0 minus 1, minus 5, negative 5, so negative. 0 plus 1 is positive 1, so positive. 6 minus 5, positive. 6 plus 1, 7, which is positive. Relation between this one and this one, both of this one is multiplication. Okay, so therefore negative times by negative, positive. Negative times by positive, negative. Positive times positive, positive. Okay, so the answer we need less than or equal to 0, so which is negative. Okay, so negative, so we take this one at the middle. So at the middle, the answer is negative 1 less than x less than 5. And since here there is equal sign, so you put equal sign. Okay, okay, so equal sign ni, ni kuadratik ni tak ada masalah, kita letak je lah. So yang rational inequality nanti, bukan nanti, hari tu dah belajar rational inequality. So nak letak equal sign ni kena hati-hati, kena check dekat denominator tu boleh letak ke tak. Okay, so next, another example. Okay, so yang ni tadi kenapa kena draw sebelum tu ni, kenapa kena draw interval table? So sebab daripada absolute value dia jadi, okay, so from absolute value become quadratic. Okay, so kalau yang contoh yang pertama tadi, yang tak payah draw interval table tadi, yang ni contoh tengok absolute value, tapi dia tak jadi quadratic. So tak jadi quadratic, kita buat terus ya, tak payahlah nak buat interval table tu. Okay, biasa method 2 lah, method 2 ni yang akan jadi quadratic, tu yang perlu ada interval table. Okay, so next example, this one. Okay, so number 4, we have on the left side modulus, side square root. Okay, okay, so this one also only method number 2 can be used, method 1 cannot. Okay, okay, so put the definition by method 2 for the modulus. Okay, so we have modulus x minus 1 square greater than square root of 3 minus x, and then taking square on both sides, so we have this one. Okay, so square root and square cancel, this one also same, square root and square cancel, so you only have x minus 1 square greater than 3 minus x. Okay, so expand x power of 2, so x square negative 1 times 2, negative 2, negative 2 times x, negative 2x. And then negative 1 square positive 1 greater than 3 minus x. Okay, so next simplify. So you will have x square minus 2x. So this one bring to the left. Negative x become positive x plus 1. Positive 3 bring to the left. We have negative 3 greater than 0. So you have x square negative 2x plus x, negative x plus 1 minus 3 minus 2 greater than 0. And then factorize. So you will have x minus 2 and x plus 1 greater than 0. Okay. So again, this one quadratic inequalities. Okay. So you need to draw an interval table. So before that, you need to find the critical value. So you have x minus 2 equal to 0 implies x equal to 2, and x plus 1 equal to 0 implies x equal to negative 1. Okay, so draw the interval table. Okay, so ni nak jawapan dalam interval notation. Yang atas tadi saya lupa. Ni tak minta apa-apa, so tak kisah. Okay, so yang ni okay, so we have here negative 1 and here 2. Okay, so we have x minus 2 and x plus 1. So choose any value before negative 1. So let's say negative 2. Between negative 1 and 2, 0. After 2 is 3. Okay. So substitute this 3 value into x minus 2 and x plus 1 to obtain the symbol. Okay, so negative 2 minus 2 negative. Negative 2 plus 1, negative 1, negative 0. So 0 minus 2 negative, 0 plus 1 is positive, and 3 minus 2, 1 positive, 3 plus 1 is positive. Okay, so next, so x minus 2 and x plus 1 relation here, multiplication. Okay, so negative times by negative is positive, negative times by positive, negative, positive times positive is positive. Okay, so we need greater than 0, which is positive. Okay, so therefore we circle the positive side. So left side of negative 1 and right side of 2. Okay, so the answer is x less than negative 1 union x greater than 2. Okay, so ni inequality form. Okay, so lagi satu interval notation ataupun interval form. So we have since x less than negative 1. So negative 1 less than maksudnya ke kiri. So yang sebelah kiri adalah negative infinity. Union. So this one x greater than 2. Okay. And then pergi ke kanan. Kanan ni tak ada penghujung dia kan. Makin besar. So kanan infinity. Okay. So ni jawapan dia. Okay, so we use open bracket because there is no equal sign. This one also same. Open bracket because there is no equal sign. So daripada atas pun tak ada equal sign. Okay. So kat infinity ni sentiasa open bracket. So dia tak ada close bracket. Okay. Dah habis. Okay, so that's all for our topic. Okay. So thank you and see you again later. Assalamualaikum.